In age 737, as Planet Vegeta crumbles under Frieza's supernova, Bardock desperately launches his infant son Kakarot's pod, but a gravitational anomaly redirects it away from Earth toward the distant Saiyan colony world of Planet Salada in Universe 7's Uncharted Rim. Weeks later, the battered pod crash lands in the rocky highlands of Planet Salada, a lush, high-gravity world where a surviving colony of low-class Saiyans has thrived for generations, free from Frieza's cold empire and governed by their own warrior code. A grizzled Saiyan elder named Renso, a retired captain with a scarred leg, discovers the crying infant among the wreckage, sensing the child's remarkably volatile battle power, and choosing to bring Kakarot into his household. Renso brings infant Kakarot before King SADALA, ruler of Planet Salada's free Saiyan colony. The old king senses the boy's latent potential and decrees him adopted into the warrior caste, to be raised as a soldier of Salada. By age 3, Kakarot wrestles massive Saladon rock lizards in the wilderness alone, his tiny body already dense with muscle from Planet Salada's crushing 10 times standard gravity, laughing wildly as he fights, pure Saiyan battle joy radiating from every blow. At age 5, Renso begins Kakarot's formal combat training in the colony's ancient stone arena, drilling fundamental ki control and hand-to-hand technique into the prodigy, who learns terrifyingly fast through every bruise and Zenkai boost. By age 8, Kakarot dominates every youth bout in the colony, his raw power and instinct unmatched. But he grows restless, craving a rival who can truly push him beyond his limits, a hunger no opponent on Salada has yet satisfied.
That same year, a wild girl with untamed black hair and blazing eyes storms into the colony from the southern wastelands. Caulifla, age 7, orphaned daughter of rogue Saiyan exiles, demanding food, shelter, and a fight with the colony's strongest. "You think you're strong? Fight me!" Caulifla snarls at Kakarot in the training arena, her raw, undisciplined ki flaring wildly, and for the first time in years, Kakarot grins with genuine excitement, his Saiyan blood singing at the challenge. Their first fight is brutal and glorious. Caulifla's savage unpredictability against Kakarot's trained precision, ending in a mutual knockout as both children collapse, bloodied and grinning, in the crater their clash created. Renso formally adopts Caulifla as his ward, alongside Kakarot, recognizing her prodigious raw talent. From this day forward, the two young Saiyans train together, eat together, fight together, growing stronger through their relentless daily rivalry. By age 12, Kakarot and Caulifla, now inseparable sparring partners, battle atop the razor-sharp crystal peaks of Salada's northern range, their ki control refined enough to shatter mountain faces with precision blasts, while dodging through howling wind. During a full moon night, Kakarot and Caulifla both transform into great apes for the first time, their rampaging Uzaru forms devastating an entire valley before Renso, at great personal risk, severs both their tails to end the destruction. Tailless and humbled, Kakarot and Caulifla train even harder to compensate for their lost Uzaru power, transforming their shame into fuel, channeling all that great ape energy inward, unknowingly laying the foundation for something far greater, Super Saiyan. Meanwhile, in the dark reaches beyond Salada's star system, a tyrant stirs. Chilled, the ancient ancestor of Frieza's bloodline, has survived for centuries in a cryogenic flagship, and his long-range scanners have detected Saiyan life signs on Salada for the first time in decades. By age 15,
Kakarot has grown into a powerful young Saiyan warrior. His fighting style, a unique blend of Renso's disciplined technique and his own instinct-driven creativity. He's now the strongest fighter in the colony, and everyone knows it. Caulifla, age 14, has become a fierce prodigy in her own right, leading a small gang of young Saiyan rebels, including the timid but loyal Kale, challenging every authority in the colony except one, Kakarot, her eternal rival and the only person who truly understands her. King SADALA hosts the annual Tournament of Salada, a brutal Saiyan fighting competition, and the entire colony gathers to witness what everyone anticipates: Kakarot versus Caulifla in the championship bout, the rivalry that has defined a generation. The tournament battle between Kakarot and Caulifla shatters the arena floor as they clash at blinding speed. Caulifla's wild, unpredictable combos forcing Kakarot to adapt mid-fight. Both fighters grinning through every exchanged blow, neither willing to yield. Kakarot narrowly wins the tournament with a point-blank ki blast that sends Caulifla crashing through the arena wall. But Caulifla, bleeding and defiant, simply laughs and declares, "Next time, Kakarot, I'll be the one standing." After the tournament, Kakarot and Caulifla sit together on the colony's highest cliff under Salada's twin moonrise, sharing food and trading battle analysis. Their rivalry quietly, imperceptibly shifting into something warmer, something neither Saiyan quite has a word for yet. Age 16, Child's invasion fleet enters Salada's star system. Hundreds of warships darkening the sky like a metal plague, and the ancient Frieza race tyrant broadcasts a single chilling message: all Saiyan monkeys will kneel or be exterminated. Child's advance forces, an army of armored alien soldiers led by his elite generals, descend upon the colony, and the Saiyans of Salada meet them with the fury of a race that will never bow to a tyrant again. Kakarot tears through Child's soldiers like a hurricane, his battle power far exceeding any ordinary warrior, launching devastating ki volleys that obliterate entire squads. But the sheer number of enemies is staggering, and for every soldier he defeats, 10 more land. Caulifla fights with savage brilliance on the colony's eastern wall, her rapid-fire ki blasts and vicious close-quarter strikes devastating entire platoons. Kale fights beside her for the first time, her hidden power emerging as desperate green ki flickers around her trembling fists. Tragedy strikes. Child's general breaks through the colony's center and mortally wounds King SADALA, who falls defending his throne room, the old Saiyan king's final roar of defiance echoing through the burning settlement as Renso cradles his fallen monarch. Kakarot feels King SADALA's life force vanish, and something deep inside him cracks. Rage, unlike anything he's ever known, floods his body as golden lightning crackles across his skin, his black eyes flickering between dark and blazing teal. With an earth-shattering scream that splits the sky, Kakarot ascends. His hair erupts golden. His eyes blaze permanent teal. A blazing golden aura explodes outward. Super Saiyan is born on Planet Salada for the first time in 1,000 years. And every scouter on the planet shatters simultaneously. Super Saiyan Kakarot annihilates the enemy general with a single devastating punch through his armor, avenging King SADALA in an instant, the soldier's body hurtling through 3 buildings before the alien even processes that he's already dead. Caulifla witnesses Kakarot's golden transformation from across the battlefield, and instead of fear, her eyes blaze with hunger. "That power, that golden fire, I will have it too," she whispers, fists trembling with ambition and something fiercer, admiration for Kakarot himself. Super Saiyan Kakarot drives Child's invasion force into full retreat, his golden power single-handedly turning the battle. But the ancient tyrant himself has not yet descended from his flagship, and in Child's cold crimson eyes, the Golden Warrior is not a threat, but a fascinating specimen. In the aftermath, Kakarot reverts from Super Saiyan and collapses from energy depletion.
Caulifla catches him before he hits the ground, holding his unconscious body with uncharacteristic gentleness, her tough facade cracking as she whispers his name.
3 days later, Kakarot wakes in the colony's healing ward to find Caulifla asleep in a chair beside his bed, her hand resting on his arm, dark circles under her eyes, proving she hasn't left his side once, and Kakarot stares at her sleeping face with a quiet realization dawning.
Once recovered, Kakarot demands Caulifla train with him to unlock Super Saiyan. That power responds to emotion, Caulifla. Find your breaking point, channel the rage, and the fire will answer, he tells her, igniting golden before her eyes as demonstration. Days of failed attempts leave Caulifla frustrated and furious, until Kakarot pushes her to her breaking point during a sparring match, striking harder than ever before, and Caulifla's pride shatters as she screams, "I will not be left behind!" Golden fire erupts from Caulifla as she ascends to Super Saiyan, her hair blazing gold, eyes teal, aura roaring, and she rises from the crater to face Kakarot with a wild, tear-streaked, triumphant grin. A Saiyan woman reborn in golden flame. 2 golden Super Saiyans spar under Salada's starlit sky for the first time. Kakarot and Caulifla clashing at speeds no ordinary eye can follow, their matching golden auras intertwining as they push each other beyond every previous limit, laughing like children. After the sparring session, Caulifla lands beside Kakarot on the clifftop where they always sit, still glowing golden, and without preamble, she grabs his face and kisses him fiercely. No hesitation, no embarrassment, pure Saiyan directness. "Took you long enough," Renso chuckles from the doorway as Kakarot and Caulifla walk home together, their hands barely touching. The old warrior hiding his emotion behind gruff humor, proud that his 2 charges have found each other in this harsh universe. Age 17, Kakarot and Caulifla, now partners in every sense, train together with devastating synergy, developing a dual Saiyan fighting style called Twin Star Assault, combining his technique with her unpredictability into something no single fighter can counter. Meanwhile, in orbit, Chilled has spent a full year studying Kakarot's Super Saiyan transformation data, and in his ship's dark training chamber, the ancient tyrant has evolved himself into a new form. Frost Chilled, a power that rivals the gods of old. Chilled launches his second invasion of Planet Salada, but this time the tyrant descends personally, landing alone before the colony gates with an aura of frozen death key so immense that the ground turns to ice beneath his feet and the sky darkens with unnatural cold. Renso leads the colony's elite warriors in a desperate charge against Chilled, but the ancient tyrant annihilates them all with a single, sweeping death wave, leaving Renso broken and bleeding in the frozen rubble. His fighting days ended permanently. Kakarot and Caulifla arrive simultaneously, both erupting into Super Saiyan at the sight of their fallen comrades, twin golden pillars of rage splitting the frozen sky. And they launch at Chilled together in their Twin Star Assault formation, the ground shattering beneath their synchronized charge. The Twin Star Assault crashes into Chilled with devastating force. Kakarot's precision strike and Caulifla's wild hook slamming into the tyrant simultaneously, but Chilled catches both their fists in his icy palms, his smile never wavering, the power gap horrifyingly clear. Chilled hurls both Super Saiyans apart with contemptuous ease, then proceeds to systematically brutalize them, his speed too great, his power too vast, beating Kakarot through a mountain and driving Caulifla into a frozen lake with a single tail strike. Battered and bleeding, Kakarot drags himself from the mountain's rubble, and across the frozen landscape, he sees Caulifla struggling to rise from the shattered ice, her golden hair flickering, and something deeper than rage ignites in his chest, the refusal to let her die. Kale, watching from the colony walls in terrified anguish as her beloved Caulifla is beaten, finally breaks, her timid shell shattering as an eruption of legendary green ki explodes from her body. Kale's hair turning golden green, her muscles expanding, her gentle eyes becoming blank berserker fury. The legendary Super Saiyan awakens. Legendary Super Saiyan Kale charges Chilled in a berserker frenzy, her raw power actually staggering the ancient tyrant for the first time. But without control, her attacks are wild, and Chilled quickly adapts, seizing her by the face and slamming her into the ground with a freezing grip. Seeing Kale defeated breaks Caulifla's heart, and her scream of anguish, combined with her Super Saiyan power pushed past its limits, triggers a second ascension. Caulifla's aura crackles with lightning as her muscles define and her power doubles. Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla rises. Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla engages Frost Chilled with renewed fury, her lightning-wreathed strikes actually making the tyrant block for the first time. But Kakarot senses even this isn't enough, and deep within himself, he searches for the power beyond power. Chilled finally retaliates against Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla with overwhelming force, a point-blank death storm that engulfs her in frozen purple energy, and Kakarot's eyes snap open as he watches the woman he loves disappear inside the blast, golden white fire erupting from every pore of his body. The planet itself trembles as Kakarot pushes beyond every known limit, his golden hair growing past his waist, his brow ridge thickening, his aura a hurricane of golden fire and lightning. Super Saiyan 3 explodes into existence on Planet Salada, and the shockwave is felt across the entire star system. Super Saiyan 3 Kakarot moves faster than light itself, appearing before Chilled in an instant, catching the tyrant's death storm in one hand and crushing it into nothing, the frozen energy disintegrating in his golden grip, saving Caulifla from annihilation. "You touch the people I love," Super Saiyan 3 Kakarot says quietly to Chilled, his voice carrying the weight of a star.
"Now, I will show you what a Saiyan does to tyrants who threaten his home."
The battle between Super Saiyan 3 Kakarot and Frost Chilled reshapes Planet Salada's geography, their clashes creating new mountain ranges and evaporating lakes, every impact registering on seismographs across the star system, the sky splitting gold and purple. Kakarot overwhelms Chilled in close combat, Super Saiyan 3's speed and power battering through the tyrant's defenses relentlessly, every punch shattering more of Chilled's crystal armor, every kick sending him hurtling through landscapes, the ancient tyrant experiencing fear of death for the first time in millennia. Desperate, Chilled abandons all restraint and channels his entire life force into one final attack, a planet-destroying supernova death ball of frozen purple energy, the same technique his descendant Frieza used to destroy Planet Vegeta, hurling it directly at the Saiyan colony. Caulifla, battered but standing, joins Kakarot's side. "We end this together, Kakarot!" she shouts through bloody teeth, powering back up to Super Saiyan 2, and Kakarot nods. Together, they cup their hands in mirrored stances and channel everything into one combined blast. Twin Star! Cannon! Kakarot and Caulifla fire simultaneously, their combined beam, a spiraling golden helix of intertwined energy, rockets upward and slams into Chilled's supernova death ball in a cataclysmic collision that turns the sky white with blinding power. The beam struggle reaches its breaking point as Kale, barely conscious, adds her legendary Super Saiyan energy to the Twin Star cannon, the green power spiraling into the golden helix, creating a triple helix beam that overwhelms Chilled's supernova and consumes the tyrant in purifying light. Chilled disintegrates inside the triple helix beam, the last of Frieza's bloodline in this sector, screaming as golden green light tears his ancient body apart, atom by atom. And as the light fades, the sky above Planet Salada is clear and warm for the first time since the invasion began. Kakarot catches Caulifla as she collapses, and this time she's awake for it. She looks up at him with a rare, unguarded, soft smile and says simply, "We make a good team, Kakarot," and his answering grin is the purest thing on the planet. In the weeks that follow, the Saiyans of Salada rebuild,
Renso, though permanently wheelchair-bound from his injuries, takes command as the colony's new elder leader, and under his guidance, the settlement grows stronger than before, forged by war into a true civilization. Kakarot and Caulifla, age 18, stand together before the colony as the new generation's champions, their bond open and acknowledged, their power unmatched. And in a simple Saiyan warrior ceremony under the twin suns, they exchange battle-scarred wristbands and become bonded mates. Age 20, Caulifla, sparring with Kakarot at their usual cliff training ground, suddenly stops mid-punch, her hand flying to her stomach with wide eyes. And Kakarot, oblivious as ever, asks why she stopped. "Are you sick? Did you eat too fast again?" Months later, a new Saiyan enters the world, a son, with his father's impossible spiky hair and his mother's fierce dark eyes. Caulifla holds the baby, while Kakarot peers at the tiny warrior with pure, bewildered, overwhelming paternal love. The next generation begins. They name him Bardock, after the father Kakarot never knew, and as the boy grows, he proves to be a prodigious hybrid of both parents' strengths. Kakarot's technique-absorbing instinct and Caulifla's explosive, creative unpredictability, all powered by an inherited potential that terrifies the colony's scouters. As young Bardock trains under the twin sons of Salada, his power already surpassing what both his parents achieved at his age, Kakarot and Caulifla watch from their cliff top, the same cliff where they shared their first meal, their first real conversation, their first kiss. And they wonder just how far their son's potential reaches. Knowing the answer might shake the universe itself. Somewhere beyond the stars, forces are stirring that even Super Saiyan 3 cannot answer. But for now, on this warm evening on Planet Salada, a family of warriors sits together, and the future belongs to them. Whatever comes next, the Saiyans of Salada will face it the only way they know how, together, fists raised, grinning into the storm. If you loved this timeline, where Kakarot and Caulifla rewrote Saiyan destiny on Planet Salada, smash that like button and subscribe for more Dragon Ball What If adventures. New timelines drop every week. Hit the bell so you never miss one. Drop in the comments which What If timeline you want to see next. Until then, keep your power level rising.